So let's look at the first, the granddaddy of them all, that is actually a form of what all the other institutions are, and that's religion. Now, again, we could define religion until the end of time, and people are still going to insist that that's not what it means. Religion does come from the Latin verb religare, and that verb does mean to bind, to hold back by tying, or to thwart from forward progress. The word religion definitively and definitely means that. As a positive connotation, the word religion can mean to reconnect, to rebind to. Okay, that is also an acceptable connotative definition of the word religion. Meaning, if we are exercising true religion, we can reconnect with the truth and with the laws of nature, natural law. Okay, but in the overarching sense that I am always using the word religion as meaning a problem in the world, a problem in society, okay? I am always generally referring to religion in the negative aspect, meaning it's something that holds us back from the truth and holds us back from a forward progress in consciousness. All of the religions of the world, the cultural religions of the world, make these overarching ostensible claims of their purpose. But this is their ostensible purpose, meaning it's not the real thing. It's the one that they want you to believe that they're doing. And that is, religion claims that it is connecting people with God or spirituality, or, quote, reconnecting, which is one of the connotative definitions of the word religion, to reconnect. So do the cultural religions really fulfill that promise? They claim to be showing people a better way of living through a moral way of life, through their allegorical stories, their parables, their, teachings, etc. And that moral way of life would, if it were really be done, would be coming into an accord, living in accordance with natural law, the moral laws of creation. Okay? This is the ostensible purpose of all of the religions of the world, no matter what they are. Okay? They claim we're connecting people to truth, to God, to spirituality, etc. And they say that we're showing people the way that they should really be living because we're showing them how to be a moral person. And I claim a huge crock of bullshit on that ostensible claim. I don't think that's what religion ever has done. I don't think it's what it's doing now. I don't think it's what it's going to do in the future. I don't think it will ever do that. I think that is a claim in name only, okay? Or an ostensible purpose. But it isn't the real thing. It isn't what religion really does in the real world of nature to human beings and our society. You know, if you really want to look, religion's been one of the biggest killers of human beings in the history of humanity. One of the things that has started probably more wars than any other dynamic in human society. So let's look at the true purpose of religion. What is it actually really doing in the real world, if we're being honest with ourselves? See, again, once again, I think that's why there was so much blowback, folks, over the last couple of shows. When I talked about that if you're in a position where you're doing a job and it is immoral and it is harming other people, and it is very easy to know whether it's harming other people because their lives are being harmed, their rights are being harmed, their property is being harmed, they're being held back from being able to do things that are their rights, etc. Okay? It's very easy to see whether something that you're doing is actually creating harm toward other people. But the key factor there is if you're being honest with yourself. And I think that's why I got so much negative feedback and blowback in the last couple shows. It isn't because what I'm saying isn't relevant. It isn't because I'm saying is somehow old hat or anything like that. Okay? It's because what people are complete fucking liars to themselves above all else. That's the truth of the matter. They don't want to be honest with themselves and tell themselves the truth about the person they really are. They want to blow smoke up their own assholes and tell total lies about the person that they really are, instead of confronting that person in the mirror directly, confrontatively, and acknowledging what they have really been a party to. Okay? They don't want to look at that. They want to blow smoke up their own ass and blow smoke up other people's ass and lie to themselves and others about what they're actually doing in life. When what they're doing in life is either absolutely nothing and a big crock of garbage, or it's self-serving nonsense, or it's actually harming other individuals, their rights or their property. If we're being honest with ourselves. And that's the key term here. So let's look at religion's true purpose if we're being honest with ourselves. You know? So I think that scares off most people that don't want to be honest with themselves. You know? And I'm not interested in those people, quite frankly. Again, this show has never been about tailoring and baby spoon feeding people and making everybody comfortable and reaching the greatest amount of people. It's never been that. I know that that's never going to be my role or my function in this work. My role is to reach the people who have the will to be honest with themselves, and then who will take this framework and run with it and teach others in whatever way they can. And that will reach more people. That will reach the largest amount of people possible. I'm looking for the other potential teachers, regardless of whether you want to teach it in my style or not. Most people are not going to hear this style. I fully acknowledge that. I'm not looking for most people. Okay? I'm telling you, yes, eventually this message has to reach most people, but that's not what on Earth is happening is for. What on Earth is happening is for the teachers with thick skin. That's who it's really for, if the truth be told, if we're being honest with ourselves here. So I'm trying to be honest with you about who this show is, the dynamic of the show is actually designed for since day one. I've just been ramping up the intensity to try to help those people develop the thick skin they're going to need to do this work. Because most people can't hear it. You plug them into the, like I said, into the electrical circuit that I am, you're gonna blow them to kingdom come. That energy has to be stepped down or slowly ramped up so that they can take it. And that's who I'm looking for. So the true purpose of religion, if we're being honest with ourselves, is to misdirect the spiritual lives of people in order to make them more easily controllable. That's the whole purpose of religion. The whole purpose of religion is to get people hooked on dogma, promises of an afterlife, promises of a savior. Okay? Not to really teach people what real, true morality is. The true purpose is to hide or occult the true moral laws of creation, to hide or occult natural law. Religion is there so that you never really, truly look into what the natural law is of morality in life, in creation, in nature. These institutions are actually different legs of the spider that is the world of the occult, that is the whole network of dark occultism worldwide, that are really the controllers of the world. Religion is just one of their main outlets for the way that they actually perform their mind control upon people. And the true purpose is to get you running in circles of dogma and misunderstanding regarding what true morality is, instead of actually hitting the bullseye and really understanding what natural law is and how it functions in our lives. The true purpose of religion is also to make people more accepting and docile so that they accept government rulership. It's to work upon the right brain, to put people in a state of right brain imbalance, which is belief-based, which is unworthiness-based, meaning, oh, we're such bad people, we're unworthy, only God can save us. Instead of thinking we have to become worthy through taking in knowledge of truth and save ourselves. Oh, no, we have to wait for external forces and external saviors to come and rescue us from our own bullshit ignorance. Yeah, that's how it works, folks. Don't you know? And if we're being honest with ourselves, exactly what I have on this slide here today, folks, is exactly what religion does. Misdirects the spiritual lives of the people of the earth to make them more controllable. It occults true moral law called natural law, and it makes people more accepting and docile through keeping them in the imbalance of the right brain. So, take it for what it's worth, accept it or don't. That's not the ostensible purpose of religion. That's the true reason that the religious institutions are operating on the face of the earth. And everybody will go, oh yeah, it's all the other religions, just not mine. Mine is completely untouched by that corruption. But all the other ones, yeah, they're bad, they're broken, they're corrupt. Just not mine. Mine made it through all the way to the modern world from the ancient world where these things, these systems of mind control, dogmatic systems of mind control were invented, okay, to enslave humanity. And all the way up to the modern world, every other one got corrupted. Mine just made it through that gauntlet untouched, unscathed. Yeah. Keep lying to yourself, dunce. You know? I mean, this is how stupid people sound. And let me tell you something, folks. People think, oh, the influence of religion isn't as strong as it used to be. You're out of your damn mind if you think so. Religion is as strong, if not stronger, than it ever has been in our society. And it's weaving its spider web into our lives in new and unforeseen ways. You know? Yeah, the dark aspects of the church have infiltrated the whole socialist movement and leftist movement in the United States, and they're raising up total communist Jesus camps. There's tons of them right here in Philadelphia, combining fake-ass Christianity with socialism and communism. You don't think so? You got to just look around and really see what's going on and put your finger on the pulse of it and open your eyes and look around as to what's really taking place and be honest with yourself about it, because most people don't even know this. But let me tell you something. It's going on in just about all the major populated cities of the United States. And religion's on the upswing, not the down.